And we should be live. Welcome back, everybody, to another live stream repair. We've got 5 to try to fix up today, so let's just grab one from the pile and get started. The first one we're going to pick on today comes from Tyler over in Hawaii. Let's find their email. Original HomePod that suddenly stopped turning on. Excellent. So, should be a pretty easy, straightforward repair to kick things off today. Alright, Tyler's been notified. One more place, let's let the Discord nerds know. There we go. So, we've got a Tyler with no power. Let's get their name up. Alright, first things first, you know the drill. We're going to check symptoms with a known good power cable here connected to our kilowatt so we can get an idea of how much power this is drawing and guess what's wrong with it. Alright, sure enough, no signs of life, no response or anything there. And our kilowatt says we're pulling about 6 watts from the wall, so that's a fairly hefty short that would most likely, as they usually do, come from that failed diode on the amplifier board. So let's get this taken apart and find out. Good stuff. Hey, welcome to the stream. Woofer checks out. Smells fantastic. All right. Up close, we can see we've got a diode with a date code of 1748K. I think we all know what to expect. Well, my meter not working, but aside from that, yep, that's a dead diode. Let's get it replaced and see if this will turn on. I've lost my tweezers. At least, the tweezers I like to use. I guess these will work. All right. Let's start putting this back together, and we'll test it out and see if it's all good to go. There we go. We've got some life. Give me that bass. Give me that bass. Yes. We've got an excellent bass. We've got an excellent offset. No issues obviously powering up. This one looks good to go. Let's just put that back together the rest of the way. Ye old PC's doing the work again. There it goes. What do we got? We've got power.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Yes.
I'm having trouble.
Yes. Perfect. Tyler's HomePod is fixed up and good to go. Let's grab the next repair. This one's going to be from Ju Yoon, I believe is how you would say that. I apologize if it's not. Let's get their name up on the screen, so... Oh yeah, and find their email and let them know that it's here. Here we go, no power. Easy peasy. Alright, let's open up their box and see what we're dealing with. You guys know the drill. Known good power cable. Let's plug this in and see what we've got. Nothing. And yet we're pulling 4 watts of power from the wall. So it appears that we've got another faulty diode on the amplifier on our hands here, but let's get it apart and find out for sure. Wow, that was easy. Let's get our display. It was already half unlocked. Goodness. Wow. That was easy. Woofer checks out. No, your time isn't yet. You calm down. Let's get up close. Another one with 1748K for a date code. And of course it's dead. So let's get it replaced. Easy peasy. Got that dead diode off. If you're curious why this part failed, and this is just your first repair that you've been watching with us, I'll give you the gist. If you want to do it yourself, you can check out the website nixfix.com. Under the common issues section, we've got some info there, including the part number that you would need for this replacement diode. But essentially, what we suspect, and what continues to prove to be the trend, is only a certain range of these diodes continue to fail. That's those date codes on there that we keep calling out, 1746K or 1748K. The date code just refers to the year and week of the year that they were made. So year 2017, week 46 and week 48 seem to be the ones that continue to fail on us. And we've had plenty of repairs, or plenty of HomePods in for other repairs at this point. with perfectly working diodes to see plenty of other date codes out there, and only these 2 date codes continuing to fail on us. So correlation isn't always causation, but without any other information and the numbers that we continue to see here, that's the best that we've got to go off. So that probably answers a few other questions you may have had. Replacing it with a new one will prevent the same problem from happening again. You're more likely, this thing is more likely going to become software obsolete before this or anything else fails on us again. So that's it. We got the new part on there. Let's cool this off for a second and we'll test it out. What do we got? There we go. Alright, so we are almost looking good to go. But if we're looking at our multimeter here, we do have a pretty nasty amount of DC offset. It's very quickly creeping up past 200 millivolts. It's at 120 right now. We normally say if we see more than 50 millivolts on our multimeter there, then we need to replace our filters to keep this from continuing to rise and damage our subwoofer and our other components on the amplifier. And we can see this info on our screen from the multimeter leads that we have connected to our subwoofer here, which is then connected to our amplifier that we've got powered on. And DC voltage is no good for analog speakers, so let's get those filters replaced, get that DC offset under 50 millivolts, and then we should be good to go. A common symptom for when that DC offset gets really bad are those death farts that many HomePod owners talk about. I'll play that test sound for you now. That's what they sound like. Is she awake?
I think so, yeah.
Here they are, and here we go. Hi. How much time do you want me to stay? Because I've probably got 10. I've got 3 more after this one. So it would probably be like an hour and a half if I kept going. Yeah? Alright, just let me know if you want me to stop. Yes. No, I'll be done before then. Yeah. Famous last words from Nick. I'll be done before then. Nah, we'll quit and do more later tonight if we have to. Well, you know what? I'm not doing that. We're just gonna do one at a time. Sorry, I needed to get close for that. Okay. That one wasn't, yeah, it's still not very straight. Ah, there we go. We had also misplaced a resistor. But we got that fixed up. Cool. We'll give that a sec to boot up. And would you look at that? Our DC offset is now under control and under 50 millivolts. There we go. Okay. Let's get this put back together and do a few more. What do we got? Do they have a tap for Siri disabled? Fun. Let's just get the reset prompt just so we can make sure that we can hear something.
Your HomePod is about to reset. Keep pressing until you hear 3 beeps.
Nice. Okay. Fixed up. Powering on. Making some sounds. We'll debate. We'll ask if they want us to reset it and then pair it with our home and test it out, or if they're happy with that. Let's grab another one to fix up. This probably will be the last one for now, depending on how long it takes. This one is from Ignacio in Florida. Alright, so this one does not turn on. Nice, nice. Alright. D-Brick cam is pitch black again. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh, it updated. It did a software update. There we go. Nice, that looks good. Thanks for pointing that out, George. So, you're excused. let's check our symptoms here with a known good power cable. Nothing. 6 watts of power draw. Most likely another dead diode. Oh man, ever since I replaced all of my old 10, 15-year-old networking gear with brand new stuff, the only time the debug stream has gone down has been that phone restarting for security software updates. The phone that I use as a camera for it. Before, it felt like I was reconnecting the stream every other day. Yep, got my fiber fixed actually a few months ago. So I've got fiber for the primary, which is 900 down and up, something like that. And then I've got my Comcast secondary, which is 1200 down, 40 up. Yay. But hey, for a backup connection, it's plenty good enough. At least it feels like it's been at least a month since that stuff went down and came back. I think it was February. Oh man, I don't remember. I'd have to look at my Twitter. February 27th is when my fiber went out. And then I think a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I think it came back. The cop didn't just yank it out of the wall is the crazy thing. It was hanging from the telephone pole and going into the street. and he yanked it off the pole out of the MTX, which is basically where the fiber line plugs in from my house into their service. Because what was crazy is when the garbage truck knocked it off the pole, it smells good. It didn't kill my service immediately. It continued to work just fine while the whole line was just laying in the middle of the street. And it wasn't until somebody called the cops and they showed up and yanked it off the pole, breaking it off in the process. Apparently, Quantum had attached their fiber line onto my existing, like when they ran the fiber from the MTX down the street to my house, they had tied to the existing Comcast line, which, talking with my buddy who works for Comcast, he was like, whoa, big no-no. And I can imagine many reasons why. Oh no, they didn't charge me for the repair. Screw that. That was all their fault for doing the install wrong in the first place. Let's get up close and check out our usual suspect here, our Schottky diode. And of course it's got a date code of 1746K. And what do you know? It's dead. So we replace it. We stick a bunch of heat on there and we just hang out for a minute till it starts to melt on us. We'll poke it with a stick every once in a while just to make sure he's still alive. Well, not the diode. We know the diode's dead, poor guy, but the rest of the board. And we'll just keep poking it till we see his little guts squish out there at the bottom. Just like that. And we know we're about ready to push it straight down and off the board. We'll stick them in the graveyard over here with the rest of the dead ones. We'll do something fun with those one day. Anyways, here's a good one, jumping for joy, ready to get tortured by this HomePod. We're gonna slather it in some good stuff. Hit the board with it while we're at it. And then to assist with proper function and fixture, we will apply some fresh solder to the pads of this fresh diode. Very good. Let's flip it around and then bring it around town. Slap it down with some heat. Very good. Let it cool off, and then we will start putting this together to test it out. Hopefully we don't have any other surprises like the last one that we just fixed up. I did see a tiny little jewel here. Let's get that out. There we go. We don't want that messing up our vibe there. And by vibe, I mean the vibrations of our subwoofer shaking it loose and in the middle of a party and blowing up. That would be very embarrassing. And there we go. Yes. Excellent offset. Excellent sounding bass. No issues powering on. Let's put this back together. Give me that back. Can't have my bits. These are my bits, not yours, Mr. Pod.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. I'm having trouble connecting to the.
Excellent. So, we've got Ignacio's HomePod powering on and ready to go. That's all that we're going to have time for here and now. Stay tuned later on. We'll be back, hopefully, to fix the rest that we've got waiting for us. So, if you have any questions on how to do your own repairs or sending yours in to be fixed for you here on the channel, check out the website nixfix.com or leave a comment down below. In any case, you all enjoyed this live stream repair, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye!